Taking the field on the far side here at UDA, and we'll be set to go. Now both teams coming in tonight with identical 3-1 records here in the early going, and the Trojans looking to get back on the winning column after getting trounced over there at Tri-Valley the other day last week, and so they'll look for a chance to get back, get some offense going tonight, and see if we can't put a good ball game together here against these Eagles. Looks like the co-captains out there tonight for the Trojans. Number 44, Joel Miller. 32 is Barter. 18, Bo Hassinger. And number 8 is Kevin Motter. So they will be the co-captains for tonight's ball game, and we'll get set to go here with the opening toss in just a moment. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening here at UDA for this ball game tonight. I mean to tell you, the sky is clear. It is just a gorgeous evening for football. Temperature in the high 50s, about 57, 58, something like that here at game time. And we'll get cooler, of course, as the night progresses. But here at a 7 o'clock start, it's just a great, great evening here at the ballpark. So we set with that opening kick here in a moment. Following the toss of the coin, they're going to go out there and see who earns the right to control the football first, and we'll be watching for the coin toss coming up here in a moment. Pick up some of the Line Mountain boys as we go along. I'm not sure who they have playing for them this year, but we'll find out. Explaining the program to the boys here. Oh, I think I know this guy. I know that ref. He's from down the Hershey area, if I'm not mistaken. White won the toss, will receive, and so we'll be set to go here with the opening kick. The Trojans will kick off and will defend the south goal here at UDA. So Trojans go on defense first. Defense looked very good at times over there at Tri-Valley last week. And we'll see if they can pick it up tonight where they left off over there. We'll be right back. Savage is going to do the kicking tonight, kicking off anyway. So Jimbo's got it teed up here on the 40-yard line. He'll be set to kick off to Line Mountain. And we're ready to go. Trojans need this one. And let's see if we can't get a good one together. Jim has not kicked off this year so far. I think they had Henninger kicking off prior to this. So let's see what happens here. Here's the kick. Nice kick. Going to be taken at the 14-yard line. Over the left side he goes. That's Straub, and Straub will take it out to about the 28 or 29. They'll spot it at the 29. Miller in there on the stop along with Barter and Henninger. John Miller in there also on the stop. So it'll be 1st and 10 now. The ball placed at the Line Mountain 29-yard line. Line up in the I formation to begin this first play. Handoff is to the running back, and he is tackled on a good hit by Savage, bringing him down after a gain of a yard or so. Wrestler with the carry. Gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 now. Good stop that time by Jim Savage. From the I, they'll shift the tight end over in the near side of the field. Two receivers split out on both sides. Quarterback, well, no, wait a minute. He hands this one off, and the fullback this time has got some good running room all the way out to the 46-yard line. Stopped in there by Lucas. And Bueller might have been out there too, but I think Jared Lucas had the first good low shot at him. 1st down, Line Mountain. They're on their own 46. And timeout's going to be called by UDA. So in the opening, we played 1 minute and 1 second. Some defensive adjustments out there, I presume, as we get set to go now on 1st and 10 for Line Mountain on their own 46-yard line. They remain in the same formation, with flankers out on both sides. This time they'll switch the tight end to the far side of the field. First man through is that fullback 32, and he'll get a yard or so, but he's driven back nicely. Coming in there to make the stop on him is Savage, along with 68 out there for UD. Justin Challenger making a good stop. Gain him another long yard. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball's at the 40, just about the 48-yard line of Line Mountain. Right out in front of us. The running back Straub, or the tailback's got it this time. Schreffler carries it for a yard or two, not too much on that play. Maybe picking up 2, be 3rd and a long 6 or 7. Ball just shy of the midfield stripe out here, about halfway between the 49 and the midfield line. Big defensive play and a big offensive play coming up here now for both squads. They'll put 2 flankers on the near side of the field this time on a 3rd down and a long 7. Quarterback drifting back, wants to throw. Now he's getting a rush, but he's going to fire it downfield here. It is incomplete. Intended for number 11, defending out there. Bo Hassinger, I believe, on that play. And it'll be a 4th down play, and the Trojans will get the ball as they'll send back Savage and Lucas to receive this punt. Savage will be on the far side, Lucas on the near side of the field for UD. See what kind of a snap he gets off and what kind of a punt. They'll put him in motion on the punt play. Whoa, high snap, but Straub will line it over towards the far side of the field. It's going to go, well, it's going to stay in bounds at the 19-yard line. So a good kick as the Trojans have it now on their own 19-yard line, where the Trojans will put it in play for the first time, and that means that UD behind Brian Faust will have Savage in the backfield. The fullback will be Zach the Ripper Smeltz as they'll line up in that familiar offensive lineup for UD. Smeltz, tippy toes in motion over to the left side. Handoff is to Savage. Savage with some good running room up the middle and dives out to the 30 or 28-yard line. A 1st down on the play if they spot it right. Okay. Nice run that time by Jim Savage, picking up about 11 on the very first call. So it's 1st and 10, UD. Ball almost touching the 30-yard line of Oberndorfen. Miller stays in there at a tight end position for Oberndorfen. Handoff is to Savage, and this time Jim's going to be thrown down in the backfield as he got no blocking that time. Something happened on that play that wasn't supposed to, I think, because it just sort of left Jim bare back there after he started upfield. So loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12. Back out there, and on this 2nd down and 12 play, they'll let Zach Smeltz be the one set in the backfield behind Faust. Faust hands it off to Smeltz, and Smeltz drags ahead for a couple of yards, gaining about 3 on the play. He'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. He's at the 31-yard line. Now goes the Ripper. And 3rd and 9 coming up now for UD. So a big play coming up now as they put Lucas and Savage back into the lineup for the Trojans. 67 out there is Cummins on that offensive line. The 59, Kyle Grafe, is the center. The big 3rd down and 9 play. In motion again goes Smeltz. This time it's going to be handed off over here to Savage. He'll break a tackle. Start up field goes Jim, and then Jim's going to be out of bounds down here short of the 1st down as they bump him out there at about the 33-yard line. So the 38-yard line, make it. Let's see, actually they're going to put it at the 37-yard line. It's 4th and 2, and the Trojans will punt the ball away as they bring Lucas into the ball game now to be the punter tonight. Kenny Batts will line up on this punting situation. Here's the kick, it's blocked, and let's see, it's going to be down here inside the 20-yard line. As not too much on the blocking that time for Lucas, and Lucas tried to get that kick off, and that young fellow was in there like a flash. So a good play by the Lion Mountain Eagles, blocking that punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 now with the ball at the 16-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Eagles with the first big break of the ball game now have the ball in excellent territory at the UD 16 on a 1st and 10. Pitches back over here for the number 11, and the flag is thrown in there. I think there's a fumble on the play too, recovered by the Eagles. So we'll see what the flag is all about. Holding called against Lion Mountain, so that'll back them up a little bit. Hold call. The ball gets back to the 33-yard line now, where it'll be 1st down and about 20 or so. Pitch back over there for that 11. He's going to try the left side, and he is tackled nicely out there. Savage comes up and grabs a hold of him, assisted by Hassinger. But nice stop out there for the UD. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play will bring up a 2nd down and 18. 18 now for the Eagles. We'll stay back a little bit here in case they'd like to try to throw one here. Yeah, QB looks like he'd like to. He's getting a pretty good rush. Oh, and he fires one downfield, tipped up in the air by Lucas. Wow, Jared Lucas got a hand on that, knocked it down. Good defensive play. 3rd down coming up for the Eagles. Lucas with a good stop that time on that pass, knocking it down out there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18 now for the Eagles. Pitch back over here to Franklin. He's going to try to throw one. Man is out. Here it is. Caught for a touchdown. He caught it right over Kevin Motter. There's a penalty flag on the play. There is a flag laying at the 21-yard line. And let's see who the penalty is against. Illegal participation against the Lion Mountain Eagles. So that one's coming back. Whoa. Kevin don't feel good about that call. Anyway, it's coming back here. And Trojans have dodged the bullet here, momentarily at least. And that'll bring the ball all the way back here to the 28-yard line, where it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 21 or 2. An eligible receiver downfield is the call. A lot of times that'll happen when you have them running around back there as they try the old flea flicker, or whatever you want to call it, the halfback pass. And some of your linemen have a tendency to go downfield and do some blocking. Here comes the pass over the middle. It is complete to number 5, and he's still on his feet and drags down to the 10-yard line. It'll be short of the 1st down from here, but awfully close. It'll be on the 10, and well, let's see. They're talking to. There's a penalty on this play too, and here's the call. Illegal procedure, a false start against Lion Mountain. Wow, I'll tell you, the Trojans have gotten the break so far here, and that'll take them back 5. Let's see. That's going to take them back to the 3-yard line. So they started this on the Trojan 16, I believe. They're now back at the 33 on a 3rd down and about 25 or so. Wow. See if we can pick one of these off here. QB wants to throw. Gets a good rush. And he's going to fire one down this side, and it's intercepted. I think it is intercepted. And it's going to be Chris Smith picking that ball off for the Trojans, taking it back to the 42-yard line. Way to go, Chris. Good interception there by 2-3 Chris Smith. Trojans take over, 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 1st and 10. Let's go, boys. Trojans can take advantage now as they'll put it in play on their own 42-yard line. Got 5 minutes, 35 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter. And this time it'll be Savage. Savage is going to try the right side. Can he make the turn? Yes, he can. And Jim will get a couple of yards out of that, maybe 2 or 3, as the Eagles rode him out over in front of their bench after a gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7. So Trojans, same lineup in the backfield from the I with Zach the Ripper Smeltz at the fullback. The tailback is Savage. He's got it. Savage with a good hole up the middle, and here comes Jimmy Savage. Jimmy Savage got a man to beat. He's got a excellent run by Jim Savage all the way down to the 20-yard line. They'll spot it at the 21. Good run that time by Jim Savage, and a good line blocking in there as Cummins taking a hole for Jimmy, coming over the left side of that Trojan offensive line, and really got him sprung loose there very quickly. Good hole, good job. 1st and 10. First and 10. 1st and 10 for UD. Now the Trojans in the driver's seat momentarily for sure. Savage again gets the call. Again, a good hole over the left side, and Jim inside the 20 to the 18. Another good hole open there on the left side of that UD offensive line. Cummins and Challenger over on this side of the line right there, 68, 67, 67 and 68 respectively. Cummins and Challenger making some holes for Savage on the left side of that line, blowing some guys out of there. Gain of a long 2, maybe 3 on the play. Bring up a second down at about 7. Here's a handoff for Smeltz, and Smeltz this time will dive through and get maybe a yard or so. Not too much for the Ripper that time, as he was tackled almost immediately. Very short. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Smeltz there, 34, a sophomore here on the ball club, playing some darn good varsity football. Here's a big play for UD now on a 3rd down. Smeltz again in motion over on the right side. Back to pass goes Faust. Faust rolling down the right side. He's going to have to tuck it away, and he's going to run it, and he'll get down very close to the 1st down. And time called now as he stopped the clock for the marking of the football. But let's see. It is a 1st down. 1st down, so about 7.5 yards or so picked up by Faust. Savage will check out of the ball game. Chris Smith coming in there for UD. And the ball will be placed at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for UD. They'll flank out Lucas. Well, now Lucas is not exactly sure where he wants to go. And let's see. He's still not sure. Now he's going to find a spot, and they're going to call timeout. So that was a good timeout called there. It's the 2nd timeout of the first half, of the 1st quarter, actually. And the Trojans now with a 1st and 10 from the 11 and a call time. 3 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter. No score, but the Trojans looking like they want to change that here just in a few moments. So we'll be right back. Okay, so the timeout is over now. And we're going to try this now from the 11. 1st and 10. Trojans line up with Smeltz as the running back, the only setback in the backfield this time on his 1st and 11. Here's Smeltz with it, and he'll dive to the 11. Nothing on that play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Back into the ball game. Chris Smith coming out here for UD. So let's see what we can do now as they'll put it, their familiar eye in the backfield for UD. Smeltz, the fullback, he'll be blocking for Savage. Savage has it up the middle. He goes with it. He'll dive inside the 10 to the 8. Not too much on that one. Picking up about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 or 3rd and 8. So the Trojans now sputtering a little bit here as they got the ball right down in scoring territory and kind of having a little bit of difficulty getting one going. So let's see what we can do at this time. On a 3rd and 8 from the 9. Pitches to Savage. He gets a block, cuts it up, and he's not going to do much out of that. Not much there that time for Jim. Maybe a yard or something. It's 4th down coming up now as the Trojans look at a 4th down play here, and going to try a field goal. They got a whole bunch of guys coming in here. We might. Jimmy Savage has got the tee, whatever, so I believe we're going to try a field goal here. And if we do, it'll be one of those rare occasions here at UDA. But we're going to see what happens here as we'll back it up. This will be about a 25-yard field goal. They'll spot it on the 15. Placement's down, kick is up, then the kick is good. So the Trojans take a 3-0 lead by number 3 out here. He boots one in there. Well, the Trojans did not come away denied. They picked up 3, and it's 3-0 UD. They'll be kicking off here to Line Mountain in just a moment. First quarter, Trojans up 3-0. Kim's got her teed up again here now as we get set for the kickoff. First time he kicked it down to about the 13-yard line, so we'll see where Jim boots this one. And here we go. This is going to be taken at the 21. And he'll bring it upstream until he's met in there by a couple of Trojans. Looks like getting up off the pile, number 11 and number 1, Wade Whitmer, and number 11 out there for UD, Matthew Loesch, in on the stop that time. So it's 1st and 10. The ball spotted at the 31-yard line of Line Mountain. 59 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Clock stopped until the ball is snapped here at the change of quarters. And here we go. 1st and 10. They'll send him in motion. Quarterback has it. He wants to keep it. Oh, good. Wait a minute. The ball is loose, but then he goes out of bounds over here. Good stop made in there by Savage, but there is a penalty flag down on that play. It was thrown early. And we'll see what the call is here now. It's going to be against Line Mountain as he's talking to Captain Motter out there. Holding a block in the back. Illegal block in the back is refused. 2nd down. They take the loss on the play, and the loss is going to be about a 5-yard loss, and spot the ball back at the 25-yard line. So it'll bring up a 2nd down, and it's just about 17 actually. Second and about 17. Oh, not too much going on that time as he is stacked up in a hurry in there. That time Robbie Bueller stacked him up along with Challenger, who will check out of the ball game now. Cummins checking back in there for UD. Good stop. Gain of about a yard. Be 3rd and 16. Just outside the 25-yard line. Quarterback would like to throw this one as he rolls left. Gets a good chase out there, and he got the pass complete to number 8. Driven out of bounds by Chris Smith. It'll be short of the 1st down by about 3 yards or so. And one would think that the Eagles will punt this ball away. Play, it stopped the clock with 4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So here's a 4th down play, a punting situation. The way it, or is it going to be? Well, let's see. No, he's going to run it. Fakes it, keeps it over, and goes over this side for the 1st down. Yeah, he's got the 1st down as he drives it out across the 45 to the, or 43-yard line rather, to the 43. It'll be 1st and 10, Line Mountain, as they went for it, and they made it, and that ended the first quarter here at UDA. So the score at the end of 1, the Trojans 3 and Line Mountain nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment.
Get that other game on the radio. I can't get it. On the radio here. Who's broadcasting? Upcoming events for the Upper Dauphin High School. Once again, the band will be at Chickalummy. That is coming up next Saturday, October 7th. That will be next Saturday, October 7th at Chickalummy, band competition. The Upper Dolphin soccer team will be in action coming up this coming week. On October 2nd, they'll be at home hosting Juniata at 5:30.
Second quarter now. The Eagles with the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 43-yard line. They'll go from the I. Fullback's got it. He cuts his way over the left side. He's got some good running room. Picking up about 5 on the play.
Brian Marks on the carry for the Eagles.
Looks like it was Barter on the stop. 2nd down and 5-yard line now of the Eagles. On a 2nd and 5. There's a fullback again, but this time nothing doing there as they wrap him up almost immediately. Challenger 68 in there along with 77 for UDA. That's that Justin Mattern on the stop. Gain of maybe a yard or so. It'll be 3rd and 4. On a 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. Quarterback rolling right, and he'll pick up some yardage, but not enough for the 1st down. He'll be short.
Trojan territory to 46-yard line.
I believe he'll be, no, he won't be short. It is a 1st down. Wow. Okay, 1st down on the play. 1st down. Now the Eagles starting to act up. They have the ball on the Trojan 46-yard line. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 Eagles on the Trojan 46. Handoff is to the halfback. Eagles up the middle for about 6 to the Trojan 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3, they say. All right, 2nd and 3. Long 3. Over here exhorting the defense to dig in there. This time 19's got it, and Cummins has him wrapped up immediately, and a flag thrown on the play. There will be a flag on this one. Matt Cummins really wrapped him up quickly that time, but let's see what the call is out here. Face mask on, linesman looks like he's indicating a face mask, and 5-yard unintentional face mask called, so they give him a 5-yard penalty on that one. And that'll take the ball down to the 35-yard line. And for Lion Mountain, it will be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the Trojan 35. First and 10 Eagles from the 35. Here comes that fullback again, and he drives it ahead to the 31 or 2-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Down from the Trojan 32-yard line. There's 32 again with it, and he'll drive across the 30 down to maybe the 29-yard line. Look like Hassinger and Grafe on the stop that time for UD. 3rd down and 4. Ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line of Upper Dolphin, and timeout's going to be called by the Lion Mountain Eagles. Well, the timeout is over now, the Lion Mountain timeout, and Trojans have to dig in now on a 3rd down and about 4. From their 29-yard line are the Eagles. Quarterback's coming over this way. Gets a pretty good rush. Now he's going to go the other way. Kyle Grafe chasing him down, but can't do it. And all the way down inside the 5-yard line they go. With a good run by the QB that time, who kept it. Spun around the right side over there and gets his team a 1st and goal on the UDA 3 or 4. We'll see where they spot it. On the 2. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line is where it's spotted. So the Eagles with an opportunity to take the lead in the ball game here if they can force one in from 2 yards out. Trojans with their work cut out for them here for sure. Here's that number 11, and he'll dive in for a touchdown. So the score is now Eagles 6 and the Trojans 3. And the Eagles will be trying their extra point here in just one moment. Okay, the Eagle PAT coming up here. Latshaw's kick is no good, off to the left, I believe. So we've got a 6-3 ball game now, and UD will be getting the ball back. 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Trojans trail now 6-3. Heat up, and we're ready to go now following that Eagle touchdown. Again, it's Motter and Savage back deep to receive the kick. Here comes Latshaw's kick. And it's going to go over there where Motter will take it at about the 13. Kevin up the middle of the field. He comes with it. Leaps over a couple of would-be tacklers and then has the ball all the way out here. And Kevin thought he should have got a little more out of that, I guess. Brings it out to the 34-yard line. So the Trojans will take over right there. The Bammer coming off. Trojans can get it going here. Now they're on their own 34-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll put Savage in as the single set in the backfield this time on this very first play from the 34. Faust will hand it off to Savage. He's going to pick his way up the middle, and then he'll spring it off to the left side over there, but he's going to be tackled for no gain on that play. Might have, well, no gain, we'll say. 2nd down and 9. Gain about a yard almost. 2nd and 9.
Balls at their own 35-yard line.
As Jim is tackled and never really got it going. Took about 2 steps and he was tackled in there. Loss of about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13, big play here for UD. They're going to have to give the ball back now as they have Smeltz lined up as the fullback, Savage the running back, and Faust looking to throw. Fires one downfield, got a man out here, but it's overthrown. Bo Hassinger, the intended receiver, but overthrew Bo by about 3 or 4. So it'll bring up a 4th down. Yep. We'll punt it away now. And they got a good snap off that time. And the kick high, not real deep, but pretty high. And let's see. It's going to be down to, let's see, the Trojans will down it out here as Bo Hassinger catches up to it. It'll be at the 47 or so yard line. We'll see where they spot it actually, 48 maybe. Yeah, about the 48-yard line of Line Mountain. So the Eagles with excellent field position as they begin from their own 48. Well, see if we can't hold these Eagles back here this time. The Eagles, or the Trojans had done well, contained the Eagles the first quarter for the most part. Quarterback has it. Straub, he wants to run it, and he will get himself a yard or 3 before he's stopped in there by number 32, Barter. Coming up to make the stop. Probably Bueller also falling on him then afterwards, but Kyle Barter making the initial hit on him. Picked up 2, it'll be 2nd down 8. Good defensive play that time by UD. Ball just a tad inside the Trojan, on that side of the Trojan 50-yard line. Hinovis to the fullback, and a fullback with a big opener again. Comes running down this way until Barter combining with Motter that time to make the stop on him, but another big gain that time by that fullback on that quick hitter. I mean, he's through that hole quickly out there. And the ball at the 41 of UD. It is 1st and 10. Line Mountain. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Here's a fullback again, trying the right side this time. And stop made in there by, looked like Barter again, along with 58 that time, Jeff Noel. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down 5. 33 has it. This time they're going to trap him in the backfield on a good play. Miller and 58. Jeff Noel and Miller coming up there to make the stop. Joel Miller. Loss of 4 in the play. Bring up 3rd and 9. So here's where we got to stop them on a big 3rd and 9 play. And timeout's going to be called by the Line Mountain Eagles, as they are not exactly sure how this play lines up, so they call time. 23 seconds remaining here in the first half. Trojans have the ball on a 3rd and 9. Okay, Line Mountain timeout is over. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. A big play for both squads here on this one. Quarterback rolling, although he wants to throw. Throws a screen over the far, knocked down nicely by, or no, wasn't. Wait a second. I thought it was bounced, wasn't it? I think Joel Miller tapped that, tipped it. It looked to me like it hit the ground, I'm not sure. Good defensive play by Joel Miller, rushing in there and knocking that one down. Now, UD should get the ball here now as they line up here so that they don't fake it this time again. One who was injured a little earlier runs to the right side. And here's the kick. Nice high kick. It's going to go down, and let's see. Well, it's going to be down at about the, what? 11. Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 for UD on their own 11. So the Trojans will have 4 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the first half to get a 89-yarder going here. So it's 1st and 10. All right. Again, it's Savage and Smeltz in the backfield behind Faust. Faust hands it off. Smeltz up the middle with it, and he'll rip it up to about the 15-yard line. Nice gain on the play of about 4 yards. Bring up a 2nd down and 6. Okay, got to give the Ripper 5 on that one. The Ripper, that's Zach the Ripper, that's right. All right, gain of 5 on the last play, 2nd and 5. This time it's to Savage. Savage over the left side. He got some running room this time. Savage cuts it upfield, and Jim is going to be dragged out of bounds down here around the 50-yard line. But is there a hold someplace? There is a hold. There is a flag on the play. Wow. Well, let's see where it's at. If they mark it from the spot of the foul, let's see. Still a 1st down, that's right. And a heck of a run. Holding against the black team, he says. That's us. But let's see where the spot was. The spot is up here at the 40-yard line, 35-yard line. So they'll mark it back to the 27, which will give the Trojans a 1st down. 1st down. Okay, well, brought Jim's run back. That was a great run that time by Savage, and they bring it back, but still he got the 1st down. And so we've got 3 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first half. Trojans from the eye, and Faust will hand it again to Savage. Savage bumps off of a tackler, breaks it down this way to the 45, to the 46-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. Another good run by Jimmy Savage, and another 1st down for the Trojans. All right, Trojans momentarily at least on a roll. At the 44-yard line is where they spot it. 1st and 10, UD. 2 consecutive 1st downs here for the Trojans. And the clock down to 2:53, and 2:54 rather. On a 1st and 10. Handoff again to Savage. He guts off the right side, and he's going to go out of bounds. The ball might have come loose, but it's UD ball. As Jim was spun out there, he did lose the handle on it, but it went out of bounds, and so it'll be second down. Second down. Gained. No, didn't give anything. 2nd and 10. On the 45-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 2:48. And here we go. 2nd and 10. Faust to throw, looking, fires one down the side. Man's out here. It's Lucas. It's caught. Oh, a great catch by Jared Lucas as he extended himself and made a super catch out of that. Way to go, Jared Lucas. All right. Great pass and a great catch there by Jared Lucas. Hey, senior fellow out there just pulled that one in so nicely. All right. It's going to be spotted at the 22-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 UD, and timeout's going to be called now momentarily by Water for who? I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know. But at any rate, it is 1st and 10 UD from the Line Mountain 22. Same formation. This time Fausto handed it all over the left side. Goes Savage. Savage can beat one man. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown, I think. Yes, Jimmy Savage, a 22-yard touchdown. All right, way to go, Jimbo. Good job, and the Trojans regain the lead. Now it's 9-6 UDA with an extra point try coming up. So good running that time, and play really set up that time by the Jimmy Savage's running, and Jared Lucas's fine reception out there to set that one up. So good job, fellas. Way to go. And we'll see if we can get an extra point here this time. Savage will have her held out there by Faust as they attempt the extra point. Snap is down, placement's up, kick is good. All right, so at the 2:22 mark here of the first half, it's the UDA Trojans back on top now, 10. The Line Mountain Eagles, 6. Trojan kickoff coming up in just one moment. Spark up the home team here as we've regained the lead now. Trojans are ready for the kick following that scoring drive. It'll be Savage kicking off. And here's his kick. Oh, kind of a short kick. Going to be taken out here at the 27-yard line. And 11's got it. He's tripped up by Motter out at the 20 or 30, back at the 40-yard line. He'll fall ahead to the 42. Kevin Motter tripping him low out there. Little help from some of his friends, but Kevin had the initial low hit on him. So the ball spotted at the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Line Mountain with 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. Have a good ball game here at UDA. See if we can hold them down here. Now you got to stop that darn fullback. Fullback's got it again, and this time they do stop him immediately as leading the defensive charge in there, Matt Cummins, along with number 58, Jeff Noel. Good stop that time by those two young fellows, and no gain on the play. As a matter of fact, 2nd and 10. Down and 10. Clock down a minute 43 and counting. Quarterback still has it. He's got to try it around the right side over there, and he has some good running room and breaks some tackles and hops over some people and makes an excellent run out of that, picking up about 17 yards or so on the play, 15 yards on the play, whatever. A nice run that time by the Eagle quarterback, taking the ball to the 42-yard line of Upper Dauphin with 1 minute and 31 left here in the first half of the ball game.
Is that yours? Pay for it? Yeah. Okay. Then I won't take yours.
1st and 10 Line Mountain. Handovers to the fullback. He comes around this side, and he is going to drive ahead for about 8 or 9 yards. Stopped in there by Bo Hassinger, Savage, in on the stop. But a big gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. 1:12 left here in the first half. Eagles wasting no time now as they would like to regain that lead, take it into halftime. So we'll see if the Trojans can stop them here. Hand off the fullback again, and this time he's going to be dumped as he ran into Joel Miller first, and then Savage again in there on the stop for UD. Jimbo will come off. Going to be official timeout for a measurement, but from here it's about, well, hard to say. We'll see. Official measurement, and it looks from here as though it is going to be a tad short. Yep. Well, now they're readjusting the links in the chain. And now let's see what it is. Oh, the crowd does not like the measurement. They don't like the way the officiating has gone, mostly against Tri-Valley, it seems. But now they're going to say they're about an inch or two short. And that's what they're going to, that's where they're going to put it down. An inch or so short. It is going to be that close, and it will bring up a 3rd down, I guess. Yeah, 3rd down and an inches. So 3rd and just a couple of inches now. 47 seconds remaining here in the first half. They line up again from the eye. Clock is started, 43 seconds and so forth. Quarterback has it, and he is going to be dumped on a good tackle by Kyle Grafe. A good stop out there by Kyle Grafe, coming up there and making a big hit on him. And timeout called by the Line Mountain Eagles. That'll be their final one. And play lost just about a yard. It'll be 4th down and nearly 1 yard to go for a first down for the Eagles. More importantly, the clock now down to 29 seconds left here in the first half. Wow, good play by Grafe. Okay, big play here now. As let's see, and timeout called for some reason or another. Hold the phone. Did the Trojans call timeout? They almost had to, but the other team does not have. Yeah, the Trojans had a call time. Trojans will call timeout now with 29 seconds left here. They'd like to maybe reset the defense, whatever. So we'll be right back. Okay, the Trojan timeout is over. The timeouts are expended for both ball clubs. 29 seconds remaining. Here we go on a 4th down and a yard. Quarterback wants to roll to the right. He is going to roll around the right side. He has the first down, but he gets rolled down there, and they're going to say he's at the 21-yard line. With 20 seconds, only 9 seconds elapsed on that play as they went out of bounds with it. They reset the sticks, and now they'll start the clock again. And here we go. And he's going to just ground that one. He'll ground it and stop the clock with 13 seconds left. So the Eagles will get a chance to huddle it up now and call a play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from the Trojans' 21-yard line.
2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Justin Mattern checking out of the ball game here for UD. 77.
One play.
One play. Yep, let's keep them off the boards. This is it. Final play of the first half. Quarterback wants to throw it. Fires one down the side over here. It is caught for a touchdown. Hard to believe. The Trojans with 2 defenders out there. And the kid catches the pass anyway. So, got to give him credit. The Eagles with a big scoring play that time from 21 yards out, I think it was. And they go back on top now, 12-10. And an extra point try coming up. So, we'll see what they do. That was Marquette making the catch for Line Mountain. And the Eagles look like they're going to go for 2. And 11's got it. He got 2. All right, so it's 14-10. Now the Eagles go for 2 and make it. And so we've got 6 seconds remaining here in this torrid ball game now, and the Eagles jump back on top by 4, 14-10. 6 seconds remaining in the half. We're tied up again here now, or teed up again here now, as they've regained the lead on our Trojans, and the Trojans will have to run this one back. Savage and Motter back to receive this kick from Latshaw here for the Eagles. And here comes his kick. It's a little short one going over to the far side, and it'll be picked up there by Kevin Motter at the 20. At the 25, and goes out of bounds with 1 second remaining. So the Trojans will get a chance to spring somebody for 1 play. 54 Kinch in the ball game for UD momentarily, as the Bammer checks out here along with that 71 in there, Justin Hunsberger. All right. We've got 1 play left. Only takes 1. Faust trots into the ball game here now, as we'll see what we can do with 1 play. The Eagles did a lot when they were forced to that 1 play. So let's see if we can spring somebody here. Lucas will flank out wide on the near side of the field. And as the buzzer goes, here comes Savage. Savage over the right side here, still on his feet, and he's going to be tackled at the 30 or 40-yard line. And that's going to do it, as the first half of this ball game will come to an end. But boy, it's been a big, interesting ball game, to say the least. Lime Mountain 14-10 at the half.
Halifax 9-0 at the half.
The Trojans have made their way back to the field, awaiting the arrival now of the Lime Mountain Eagles, as they have not made it down here yet, but they're on their way. And we'll be set with the second half kickoff here in just a moment. It looks as though the Trojans, I think, will receive to begin the second half. Is that true? That's true. Okay, so maybe we can go to work immediately and get that lead back. Well, the Trojans will indeed receive now, and we need to score quick and often here in the second half. So let's see what we can do. Trojans went up early 3-0 in the first half of the ball game. Lime Mountain come back and took a 6-3 lead. The Trojans come back and led 10-6, and then they come back and scored a touchdown, did Lime Mountain, and went for the 2-point conversion, which makes it a 14-10 ball game here at halftime. So Trojan offense started to open up in the latter part of the second quarter, so maybe we can continue that now as we get set for the kickoff here to open up the second half. Latshaw has it teed up. Kevin Motter and Jimmy Savage back to receive the kick for UD. And here it goes. It's got to go over on the side where Kevin Motter will take it at the 20-yard line, to the 25, up to the 30, and ahead to the 34-yard line before he is tripped up out there. It'll be 1st and 10 UD on their own 34-yard line. So good field position for UD to start off here in this second half. And we'll see if we can generate some good offense now.